Hello, good morning and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox, here on the panel this morning as the two legends of radio, Rangers Radio, Bridgeman and Fox. How are we doing, gentlemen?
Oh, excuse me. Good morning to you two, gentlemen. Good morning to the guys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans that are listening in all over the world. Good morning. Welcome to Rangers Radio.
Fox, I've been up early, out for a run, all his usual stuff. How are you doing, Fox?
No, it's a good evening from me. Still the middle of the night for me. Good evening.
You're not a fan, are you, Fox?
What you like?
Well, 12 o'clock kickoffs? No, I'm not.
Oh, I don't think you're alone. All right, Bridgeman, I believe you've got the team.
The team is McLaughlin, Tavernier, Golson, Helander and Barisic, Kamara and Davis, Arfield, Hadji, Kent and Morelos.
All right, well, obviously, substitutes.
Substitutes are McGregor, Bassey, Edmondson, Balogun, Patterson, Burjonis, Jones, Defoe and Itten.
All right. Bench a wee bit light in midfield options, but still we cover all the bases. Fox, Roof's no made it, so I see he's lining up 4-2-3-1 with Arfield in front of Kamara and Stephen Dazis, Hadji on the right, Kent on the left, and Alfredo Morelos through the middle, Foxy boy. Well, Bridge?
Yes, exactly how I see it. Morelos up front, and I think Kent on the left-ish, shall we say. Hadji on the right-ish, and Arfield just behind them. And the two midfielders will be playing very well. But I think you'll probably need Arfield to drop back defensively during this game in order to do the business and the assist. Because I don't think two midfielders are going to cover all bases, two defensive midfielders. And sometimes when Hibs come forward, they come forward in droves, you know. So, but let's see what happens anyway. Real looking forward to it. Come on, Rangers, mollicate them.
Fox, how do you see his lining up?
I see it a 4-3-3. I don't think we would go with two in the middle against Hibs, who are quite strong in the midfield. 4-3-3 for me, Arfield, Davis and Kamara in the midfield. We really need Arfield to play his number one game today, and also with Hadji. As you say, we're light in the midfield because of injury. We've also got the young boy Burjonis on the bench, who's the only one there to cover the midfield. So all three need to stand up and be counted today.
All right, if people want to join us, give their thoughts on the team. What's the number, Bridge?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
Or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. We brought in a Colby Old School Blue. If you're using the phone in, hang up, and Old School Blue will contact you right back.
But must be a big shock for him being up at this time in the morning as well.
He's only got up for the toilet. He's back to go back to bed. But it's well, we've got big injuries, Jack. Obviously, Roof's come in, looks as if he's going to be pushing to be starting regular, and obviously Aribo. So these are big injuries. So obviously the boy Burjonis has moved up. I think a lot of the talk will be about the top end of the team and the bottom end of the team. McLaughlin's been put in. Does that mean that he's the number one? And what's people's thoughts on Morelos starting? Bridge, on you go, Fox.
I think it shows McLaughlin is now considered to be number one. Alan McGregor played during the week, so he is fit and available. So, and Morelos is our best striker, Hawks, without a doubt. So, for me, they two demand to be played, McLaughlin and Morelos.
Just been informed that the technical department is completely portable and can work for any room in the house. There we go.
I love it. I think that I think Balogun and is due a wee start as well. But you know,
based on what, Bridge?
No, because I think he's a smashing player. It's just my thoughts. That's all. But I think Helander has got the jersey. Unfortunately, Balogun took a wee knock and Helander stepped in, and he's never dropped a stitch. He's been excellent all the way through. However, a young Edmonds has stepped in the European tie, and he did no too bad either. You can't complain about him, just one wee slip up, and that's all it was. Other than that, he's been good. So Rangers have got quite a good footing insofar as cover for a lot of positions. But unfortunately, from midfield up, we don't have as much cover as we have for the defence, and I think that's something that the manager needs to look at.
I think we'll get cover up the top. I mean, we've got Itten and Jones on there, obviously, but it's the actual midfield players who became short of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Fox?
Aye, midfield is short. I think we're actively trying to get another midfield into the squad. So let's hope we can get that sorted out in the transfer market as soon as possible.
Have we heard then about this boy for Preston? I mean, we keep hearing his name getting mentioned.
He never started, wasn't he, on the bench yesterday? A groin strain allegedly, yeah. But we'll see.
Okay.
You don't know if it means that negotiations are getting to the end game, and obviously they don't want him getting injured if there's a few bobbing involved. You know, everybody's been there.
Absolutely, there's been a lot. I mean, groin strains are one of the most famous injuries people have just before they leave a club.
Aye, well, so we move on today. I'm looking forward to the game. It's Bridgeman. It is our biggest game of the season, eh?
Yeah, this is it. You know, obviously the result yesterday for them across the city means that they're sitting top of the league now. So the yo-yo effect could keep going, providing we get there and do the business. If not, then you know I think I'm not being funny when I say this. I think there's going to be an awful lot of disappointment if Rangers don't win today. Serious disappointment, because they managed to scrape through. In my opinion, they scraped through a win yesterday based on the wee bit in the news that I saw. We need to do the same thing today, only this time we need to go out with authority and beat them. However, I'll take a Bridgeman, as you know. Always will. Bridgeman's fine for me. 1-0 will get us 3 points, top of the league again. But they're only top of the league on goals scored. Scored one more goal.
I would take a Bridge today, Fox. I would take that. Another difficult. That'll be us. Went to Aberdeen and Easter and Hibs in the sort of opening period of the season, and hopefully chop victories. So I would take that. But I think if we play, we could at least win by 2 goals, mate.
I don't think we've anything to fear. Jack Ross is getting all the plaudits in the media, but they've failed to score in their last 2 home games against Motherwell and Aberdeen. In the other games, they've only managed the odd goal to win their game, apart from the game at St Mirren, when we all know that St Mirren were badly depleted in the goalkeeping side. So I don't think we've much to fear going here. I think we'll go there and run over the top of them, mate.
Oh, I'm really pleased to hear that, Fox. Really pleased. That's good. I just think that the 2 Edinburgh sides, and of course one of them's in a different division at the moment, but the 2 Edinburgh sides are always difficult to go to for Rangers. Always find it difficult. Now, don't get me wrong, we have some spectacular results through there, you know, and other times they just seem to fall. And I hope we don't fall today. Obviously, I hope we don't fall today. We've got to go out and do the business.
There we go. And you're taking your TR in the lobby. The evening Rangers Rat Pack, Oxen Atra, Fox Martin, and Sammy Bridgeman Davis.
I don't know why we're fearing this game. I really don't. We are playing really well at the moment. We're not losing goals. We're playing with some sparkling football. We're scoring goals. I don't think we've anything to fear. Okay, they might step up their game a little bit, but I think our class will come through in the end and we'll run out easy winners here.
I hope you're right, Fox. I hope you're right. And obviously, if we did beat them, for somebody it was meant to be gaining as a chase, we go 6 points clear of them, you know, quite quickly. So if people want to join us, what's the number, Foxy boy?
The number is 0141 356 1972.
We got an echo.
And you can join us on Skype at rangersradio.online, and Old School Blue will bring you in and look after you. Enjoy it.
If you phone in, hang up, and we'll phone you right back. I get your point, Fox. I just think it's traditionally a tricky tie, innit? Going to Easter Road. Would that be fair?
Aye, traditionally, they do step up their game a wee bit, but I think we've got too much class all over the park. Our two fullbacks are marauding forward and supplying ammunition to our forwards. Morelos looks as though he's back to his best again. I just don't see a threat here at all.
I hope he's right, Bridge. I hope he's right.
Yeah, I think really and truly, most Rangers fans think the same thing as him. You know, we all think that we're far too good a side to go to Easter Road right now and lose or draw. I think we should be happier to go there and get a win, and that's the truth. That's exactly how most Rangers fans feel. We've got this little bit at the back of our mind. We're realists as well. You know, a lot of us are realists and think, you know, maybe the dairy might just turn up or something like that. You know, but no, really and truly, we all feel and hope that that's what's going to happen. Rangers are going to go there and hopefully run over the top of them.
I've also got to be honest with you, last Saturday when Morelos got carted off, I didn't think we'd see him playing Gibraltar or start this week.
Well, that's a change in attitude for Alfie. People thought he was trying to get himself out the door, but he seems to have turned that around, Ox. He looks keen to play. He's laughing and joking in training. He was all smiles on the park before he got injured. He was all smiles when we were over in Gibraltar. I think he's just settled down again and ready to take on the challenge that's put in front of us this season.
I wouldn't disagree with that. Oh, sorry, Oxy.
On you go, Bridge.
I was just going to say I wouldn't disagree with that. I think his performance for the short time he was on, what is it, the second half? Goodness, you know, the guy's brilliant. 2 really good goals and a big smile on his face both times. So he's playing with a bit of glee in his game, and we're very happy with that. Long may it last.
Yeah, aye. Morelos is a good player, you know what I mean? He'll ragdoll that boy Porteous who can't handle any pressure. He's an animal, that Fox.
Aye, he's known for the quiet challenges, that boy. Who was it who put out the game the last time we played the game? I can't remember. He had a wild tackle. Barisic, aye.
Barisic got hit with a bottle, didn't he?
Aye. Typical for that mob. But when you look about their team, I don't see anybody that scored. Dodge has scored the odd goal. Jamie Murphy, who would be one of their better players, is still tied to Rangers. Can he play? They've got usually Gogic and Nuo, I think it is, that's in the middle of the park. I just don't see where they match us in any of the positions on the park, Ox. And for the press making this out to be a real tough challenge for Rangers, I think they've got it wrong.
All right. What do you see? Do you see us just slowly taking control of the game? First 20 minutes being interesting, and then just coming through? Is that how you're seeing it?
No, I think we'll go for the throats right as soon as the kick-off, mate. I can see us pushing very, very hard, getting an early goal, and then controlling the game after that and going on to win by 2 or 3 goals. That's how I see it.
I like his style, Bridge.
Oh, absolutely. And I think the first 10 minutes are going to be absolutely crucial when you go to some of these hot spots as a team. No matter who you're playing, if the shall we say the pitch isn't good or the stadium's no good, and Hibs has got it all. They've got a really good stadium and they've got a good pitch, but I'm so led to believe a good team. They're sitting third in the league at the moment, so you can't say nothing about that. However, Rangers, I think, they'll no problem. They'll contain them for the 10 minutes or maybe less than that. And if they get a wee break and they're up the pitch, as Foxy says, up there, putting stand in their throat and get a goal, maybe, my God, what a difference that's going to make. the pressure will just release. Rangers pressure will just release absolutely brilliantly. Yes, I'm getting beefed up for this.
How do you see them lining up, Fox?
I haven't really studied them that much, but I don't know. But I think they'll go the usual 4-4-2. I think that's how they played against St Mirren. It's usually Porteous and Hanlon as their centre halves. They've got a decent goalkeeper in Marciano, but Martin Boyle can offer a wee bit of a threat with his pace. But I just don't see where they match up with us at all. I'm sorry, I'm so positive, but that's the way I feel this morning.
I like it. How we doing, Big Al? We joined by Big
Oh,
Al.
not bad, gentlemen. They're going to need Rocky Marciano the day when the El Buffalo gets a hold of them. That's what they're going to need.
See what you done there, big man.
See what I done there? Thanks for that, Fox. But I totally agree with Fox. I mean, maybe I come across as negative sometimes. It's just I want my team to succeed, but I think we're a different beast. And each week we seem to just be doing things slightly different and getting better. Fox was mentioning players there. I've never heard of any of the players. That just tells you all you need to know.
Marciano,
the best. I've heard of Rocky Marciano. I went to a few birds that looked like him too. But
at the start of the night, maybe the next morning.
I hope this is
not shocking.
Oh, sorry, Jen.
Oh, this is not a bad sign, me and you being positive here, Al.
I was thinking that. But no, just what you say, the team's progressing. I don't know if that is a change in attitude with Buffalo or that's just his character. Look, to be quite honest, the guy's went through a lot over the past few months. He's a new father. That's got to be taken into account. If his head was turned or it wasn't turned, even that speculation, that in the back of your head, new father, guy's tampering with his car. Anyway, he got a dig in the leg last week. He came back, scored 2 goals, smile on his face. He takes the field today. He's got competition now in training, so he takes the field today and gets another brace. As Fox said as well, their best player, we gave them one of our worst players, if that makes sense. I'm not being derogatory to Murphy, but that's improved their team, and he can't play today, so that says all for me. So I think
you're right,
it's quite
I think
clear.
We'll win the game. I think we'll win the game, but I would take a nice wee 2-0 win out, if that makes sense, yeah?
Oh, I completely. I want to win the game. I'd like to win it 5 or 6-0. That would be great. But if we win the game and we go back top of the league, that's what's critically important. And at the end of the day, that's what we should be trying to achieve. And I think, as I say, I've noticed the team's progressing. Just one thing with the Balogun and the Herlander situation. Aye. But Balogun played, 2 games for us and then got injured, eh? Is that correct?
1.5.
Right, 1.5 games. How many games has Herlander played since then? 4 games? 5 games?
Well, maybe more than that, mate.
Right, aye. I think that's a player because he's got that consistency there, and I think he's putting performances that we probably would have seen the same level of performance out of Balogun. So I don't have any issues here. I like Big Herlander. I think there is a bit of balance here with him, and I think the performance level would be there with the Balogun as well. Yeah, if that makes sense. The only thing that when I was looking back at things today for the game during the week and that was the free kick that Lincoln Red Imps had in the second half, and that instinctive save for Alan McGregor. I would have just liked to have seen McGregor in because I think that's what I feel more confident if that makes sense. I feel more confident with him in the middle of the goals. It was a bit of a rammy in there, but that instinctiveness. And he saved us because they could have scored there. It was bad defending for Rangers, but McGregor's just reaction. I like that. With McGregor. Yeah.
I think what you've covered there is how we've improved in both positions. We've got genuine competition.
Oh, look, I've been listening to you all week. He's had some great shows. I like the format. Must have a new producer in place. I like the format. You've got kind of.
It's the executive producer's really tough.
Is he? Aye. Right, Fox. Is that Fox or who's that? But I like the way the format of the show. So I've been listening to these every morning driving to work and that. And that's what's came across this week. We seem to now have competition, depth, and in previous seasons we never had that. We had a player coming in behind. The first team player was a bad player, and then we had a player that was, if the first team player got injured, we'll have an even badder player coming in. That's
the way the show's gone as well. We've got exactly the same, mate. Competition for places.
Places, aye, that's good. It's good that he's there are a lot more callers coming in and all that. That's great for the show. I'm really happy for these guys. Really happy for you.
All right, we've been joined by Andy for Leeds.
I'll hang up the now.
Great to speak to you, big man.
Right, cheers, no worries. All the best, boys.
All the best,
take
man.
care, Bridge. You too.
Yeah, you
take care. All the best.
All the best.
Morning, Andy.
Right. Good morning, boys. Everybody okay?
Well, I'll let Fox answer that.
I'm just about fine, Andy. How's yourself?
Not too bad, right enough. We bit nervous, right enough. But I think we'll do it in the long run, like, you know. I think it'll be tighter than what a lot of people are thinking. Like, my thinking is, I'm wanting to see now. Every time we've sort of like been on these games when we've had it there to go forward and let these people know what the score is, we've slipped up. Now I want to see Rangers come out there and really put a marker down here today, because I think them across the water there or over the other side of the road there, they're in serious trouble there. If we can keep applying the pressure onto them, I think they'll fold. Things are not right there, so we can go forward here, sit down a marker here today, get right into them, come out of the box straight away, do what we did in the last one before round about the Christmas time. Was it 3 or 4? I can't mind now. But they got all about them, set the marker down for that game. If we can do that, we'll send out a big message here today. I know it's only early doors and there's many, many games in front of us, but I think we could really set a marker down here if we get right into them. Really, really, come on, Rangers now. Just stand up now. We've had a couple of years of this where we've got there and let ourselves down. No more now. Let's get on there and move forward. That's what I'm looking for today. One change from last week, innit? I feel for Jack. Well, he plays like he played last Saturday there. We'll be okay. I agree with what Big Al said there as well.
There's 3 changes for last week, Andy. Morelos is playing for the start, and obviously Roof's come out of the team. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. I'm missing that. Yeah. But what I'm thinking there, like sort of like in the midfield place. But I think if Arfield plays the way he can do and the way he has done, I mean, I think the penny might, as I said last week, I think the penny might have dropped with him there. That if he don't put to that standard, he's not going to be playing in the team. What Big Al said there was right. I was thinking the Shagger was going to be in there because he does follow the vital saves. But then again, McLaughlin made one in the Hamilton game, didn't he? 2-0, where it could have changed. RJ, I'm not sure about that. Is this going to be the game for him? But, you know, he's picked it, so we've got to go with it. I think it'll be all right, but just sit down the marker there today, and that would really make me feel very, very proud of them, because I think we could really show them today. Go out there and say, well, you got back alongside with. Well, we're going to show you. We're going to go away again.
Right, and, take a breath. Yeah, take a breath. Right, all right?
I'm going to do, because I need a swallow.
Go and get a pen.
I was going to say that, I need a pen. I'm still laughing at that live Friday night.
I seen your
brilliant. Absolutely. He didn't get it, I know, did he?
No. Well, he's a nice guy, Gary. Maybe too nice for us. We've been joined by Gary. Morning, Gary.
All right, how we doing?
All right, mate. Your good self.
All right, bud.
Brilliant. Well, I'm not surprised about the starting lineup, but the bench is quite a surprise with some of the players that came in the day.
Think about it, mate. We've got Aribo, Jack, Roof injured, so you're then moving into you're allowed to the number of players on the bench, so you're bringing in, if you like, fringe players.
I know, but not even Stuart's not even made the bench at all, and he was out in Gibraltar. That was that's a strange one. In Bajonas has not even been anywhere near the first team.
But you've two midfield players out, so everybody's moved up one.
Nah, I suppose, aye.
But, you know, because Jack and Aribo would be possible starters, wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm. Aye, and then you've got, obviously, that would mean Arfield and Davis would drop to the bench, or Kamal would drop to the bench.
I think you're going to find some of them are actually just giving away rest before a European game, because they might be involved. Stuart might be involved in the European game this Thursday.
That
could be happening. We don't know,
No
of course,
chance.
but it could
No
be.
chance. No chance will
Why?
he be involved in that European tie.
Well, he was involved in the last one, Foxy. You never
Aye.
expected it.
Anyway, the first team's looking the starting lineup's looking good anyway. That's a strong team against Hibs.
I mean, we get Roof back in the squad. We get a one signing for midfield, and the squad looks so different, Gary. That's the thing. But I'm sure we'll discuss that as the week unfolds, mate.
Yep.
But how do you see it going, mate?
I think it'll be an end-to-end game. I think the day. I heard you saying Friday night. You were saying that Hibs will probably come and play a game of football. And again, that might suit us. It will allow us to express ourselves a wee bit, rather than just basically, like you say, 10 men behind the ball. So it might work in our favour. I think, though, it could be one of the games where it is a kind of like either a 3-2 or a 2-1 kind of game. I hope we don't obviously concede, but I can see it being a game like that just because the two teams will probably attack each other.
I think the point of Fox, I'll go to Fox with it, that's what he thinks suits us. If teams come out and play, we'll be too good for them. I think that's the point you were making, Fox, huh?
I think we've got the quality to pass the ball through them and around them. It's important today that the front three have plenty of movement. Don't allow the back four to settle. And hopefully the midfield and the wide men can produce the chances for them. And I think Alfie, I'm taking Alfie for at least a double today.
Oh, mate. And if he leads, I love Fox's positivity. He loves getting up. It's because he's up bright and breezy.
I think he's got a good point. I think that Alice could have a day today. Like, you know, he looks right now, doesn't he? He seems to be, I don't know, he seems to be in a different place. Like, so if we feed him, I think Fox is right. I think I could be on for a brace, definitely. I hope so, anyway.
Bridgeman, feed the buff and he will score.
Feed the buff, aye. You know, that's the old saying, isn't it? We've not heard that for a while. Feed the buff. No, but seriously, you know, the guy's looked as if he's coming back to a bit of joy in his game. And there he's getting played today against Hibs. There'll be a good battle between him. I don't know if the boy's playing. The boy Hanlon, their captain. I don't know if he's playing today. There'll be a battle between him, and then the young boy that you mentioned earlier. I can't remember his name. Tried to take him out the last time. You remember that? The last time we played Hibs, he tried to take him. Portes. Yeah. So there'll be some boots flying in today for sure, and we need to hope that our players watch what they're doing and stay safe, as the warning goes. Stay safe, watch out for themselves, but don't let them away with it if you can help it. But my goodness, I'm expecting in their defence, of course, that they've got some tough guys and like to put the boot in.
We've mentioned everybody in the team apart from probably our best player at the moment is Ryan Kent.
All right. Him and Sir Stephen Davis, mate, you just take it, you're going to give a 10 after two of them. That's the problem they've gave us. They've been very consistent, the two of them. Particularly Kent. Kent's
been exciting, very forthright in his play, he's shooting, he's getting into decent positions. He's been a revelation this year, and I hope he turns it on today. And he'll produce fireworks for Alfie, I think, and maybe even he'll score. I can see it being 5-0 here.
Oh, mate, every time we go back to him, Gary, there's another goal with him.
Well, I hope so, Fox. Like you're saying there, that Alfie is looking hungry again, and even if he isn't on the score sheet today, which I doubt, but I think, let's say, against that Dundee United the other week there, he's seen how he can drop back, get the ball and put other people into play, which I think it's going to be a perfect game for Ryan Kent today as well, because it's going to be width and pace and power and stuff like that. So hopefully his trickery will will be able to get us a couple of goals a day.
All right. And Andy, what bet have you got on today, mate?
I've gone for 4-1 and 4-2. 18 to 1. I think I got about 60 for a 4-2. I think I can't mind now right enough. But my head says it'll be 2-1 for Rangers. Tight fought game. I'm not really bothered, to be honest, about whether this 30 mob come and have a right good go at us, because it'll give us a gauge as to how we stand up against them and where we're at. I think we need a tough game. We've not really had them. We've kind of dominated them, although we've not been firing all cylinders. So a good hard-fought win would stand us in good stead as well. That's just my opinion, by the way.
Yeah, they're not just hard. I think they're a very dirty defensive team. That's my opinion.
That coming for a cultured centre-back, Foxer.
Yes, indeed.
I'll no comment on the culture, but he was a centre-half.
Hey, you.
Anyway, we've been joined by our Cairo. Morning, Cairo.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Here's Cairo.
How are you doing, guys?
Morning.
Good morning.
This is early for you new boy, isn't it?
Me? No, it's not too bad. I get up early these days. It's fantastic. You get up in the sun in the morning and you're top of the league. It's easy.
Well, no top of the league.
On, mate.
Well, it feels as though we're Bridgeman. Come on, don't burst my bubble. There you go, burst my bubble right away. Well, what do you think today then? I think it's going to be a good game. I'm still interested to see if we break this glass ceiling. If we can hold the lead for 3 or 4 weeks, or hold the advantage for a couple of weeks, then we can say we'll burst the glass ceiling and we'll have a chance to get on and doing it. So that's what I'm interested to see today. If we get a good performance and we can really put them under pressure, then I think that'd be the thing for me that says, yeah, we've got a chance of winning the league this year. If we don't blow it the same as we did the last couple of times, we've had that wee chance to get out in front. So I'm still looking at that. But I think the way the team's playing, this is the most excited I've been for a game for ages. Thinking that we're going to win. Well, Thursday I think it was kind of we expected to win that one, did we know? We expected to win that one handsomely like we did. We didn't expect to see folk ducking right enough or jumping down when a ball went in at the goal, he's nearly giving away a goal. But saying that was about the only downside to it, I think. More like a training game. Today's more back to business, bread and butter stuff. Let's see if we can carry the baton the way we go, and then we get a wee bit more confidence, as we move forward, and we can say, right, this year we're not going to jib. Basically, we're going to carry this lead through. So that's what's going to be interesting for me today.
Here, Cairo.
Aye, here.
Who's impressed you so far this season, Cairo?
I think I've left back, and I think Camera as well when he's been playing. I like Camera. I don't know why. I see in him things that probably I don't know. I feel as though he's the guy that steadies the linkage between the defence and the midfield, and he's just always there. He does the easy passes well. He does the hard. He gets out of situations where there are 2 or 3 players running about him really well and passes the ball away. He's impressed me. Barisic obviously is doing well. In the centre half side, Goldston's I'm not as nervy when I see him as I was last season. I always felt he was always going to give away a couple of chances or give the ball away in a stupid place. But he's done it a couple of times, but he's never been as bad as he was. So I'm less nervy with him. I like this goalkeeper. I think this goalkeeper that's come in. If he gets a chance, I'm not saying he's as good as McGregor. I mean, that save he did on Thursday was what you expect to McGregor. It's what you get off him. It's what you don't, if anything comes like that, McGregor's going to do it. If this guy gives us half of that as well, then that's good. But his distribution of the ball is really good. So I think that the team as well, they seem to be playing for each other. I don't know about Morelos. I'll need to see how he does, but I don't think I've seen enough of him to make an opinion on Morelos. But the rest of the team seem to be doing pretty well. Roof and Itten, I've not really not got much an opinion on them. Taverniers come on to a wee game. So, but aye, we're on the up. I think the whole level of the team has went up a kind of a notch, and that's the difference. And I think if we can maintain that and go, as we go more into the games, I think the way we're playing, I think we're doing better. That's why I'm saying that I'm more optimistic. As a team, we seem to be playing with that wee bit panache again. It's just this bloody glass ceiling. If we can break that today, then I think that sort of augurs well for the rest of the season. So that's the indicator I'm looking for today, I think.
All right, mate. All right, Gary. Cairo mentioned we have to play a lot of team. I think he's right. We're a team, that's a strength.
Yep, and by the way, that's a big pant back to our captain, getting that team together and being together kind of thing. That's a lot of the stories coming out this week, and for what the press ask about Tav and his press conference and stuff like that, it seems that there is a bit enjoyment and a pressure that Tav enjoys, which I think keeps the team at ease. And it'll be a good thing if he scores again at a place where he scored his first goals for Rangers today. So I'm hoping he can bring that form into the team today and help us get over the line, because it's a big 3 points today. I know, like Kai was saying there, it's a big marker. If we get past this today, then that's one of the hardest games away for him out the road.
Come on, everybody, let's go on Foxes straight. Come on, Bridgeman.
For me, absolutely. I'm with Fox on this. I want us to go out there and just do the business. I'm confident that we're able to do it. It's just that wee 2% in the back of my mind. It gives you that wee hold on a wee minute. But no, out there, I personally don't think it's going to be 1-0, right? But I'm going for a 1-0 because that's my insurance. I think we'll win 3. I think we'll win by 3.
Oof. Somebody get his temperature too. He's showing symptoms. Right. Andy, you've not got us keeping a clean sheet, mate.
No, I just think a lot of averages and all that, and I just think they'll come and have a go. And as I say, I want us to keep a clean sheet. I think it'll be a hard 2-1, 2-0. Hopefully keeping the clean sheet. I like to score as many goals as we want, because I think if we're going to be nipping top, the goals could come into play at the back end of the season here. But no, it'll be good for us if we come through a big hard test, and then we know that, as Cairo said and I've been saying, these are the games where we've got there. We need to show now. And a good hard fought will not do Rangers any harm at all. It'll stand them in good stead going forward. That's the way I see it. Hopefully we get the result. That's all that matters. 1 goal more than them will do me, and then just keep going forward.
Fox, Cairo mentioned this glass ceiling. How important do you see that, or do you just see it's just another game?
Just another run-of-the-mill game for the Rangers here. I think we're playing exceptionally well just now. We offer a threat for all over the park, for free kicks, for corner kicks, and for open play. And I just think we've got too much for Hibs today. And I just don't see anywhere where we're going to slip up here. That's just the way I feel. I'm feeling very confident today. I'm usually a wee bit more cautious, but I just don't see where the threat for Hibs is going to come from.
Love it. We need many of these early kick-offs for Fox to be more positive, Gary.
By the way, and we've got every right to be, Ox. What it says, team's been playing well. We've got a clean sheet record going on now. And what it says, every player that's pulling on the shirt now is giving their all. So, and they're all, like you says, for the last game there, when you've got Barisic getting in the face of an opposition player's face, telling them off about hurting Alfie, then that shows that there's a careness about the team as well, that they care about each other. So, no, I'm 100% with Fox on this one. We should be confident going into this game. But, I mean, what's your thoughts? I've not really heard for you what you think about the day.
I'm looking for a nice professional. I think the word that Fox used was right at the start of the show is we've been professional. I'm looking for a nice professional, minimum 2-0, mate. Just come away, keep the clean sheet record going, just for momentum. It's not the end of the world if that gets broken, but one in each half, 2-0, come away. Hopefully we get more than that, but that will do me. 2-0, we move away. We've been to Pittodrie, we've been to Easter Road, we've played in a couple of plastic pitches, and we're starting to move into the season. That'll do me, Gary.
I agree. I would take a 2-0 today. I would be a good result for the team all round.
Right, okay. Just we've had a few predictions. Gary, what did you see? How did you see it going?
2-0. I would go for the 2-0. I think that's.
I think if I go to Fox again, he'll go up to 8-0. Dear. What's your prediction, Fox? How do you really see it going? You're very confident.
I see us winning comfortably with a couple of goals minimum. I just think we're playing so well just now that I just don't see any way Hibs can combat us. As I say, we offer too much going forward and we're solid at the back, so that's a winning recipe for me.
A winning recipe, eh? Well, it's time.
I think that's about right. I think we're Fox's. Oh, sorry.
On you go, Bridge. On you go.
I was going to say, well said, Foxy. I think that's about right. I just want us to win. In fact, I just want us to score goal number 1. And as long as they haven't scored, that's a real bonus for me.
See, when we score for the first goal, do you just get him or do you just turn it off?
No. I sit there and I want to see my game. But I'll tell you what, the relief is palpable. I'll tell you. It's right there in your face. I'm so relieved that we've scored a goal. I always, my problem is, and I dare say there's 100,000 or more than that, Rangers fans think the same thing. When we played Livingston, we were knocking on the door for the whole 90 minutes and we still never managed to put it away. And that's the thing that bothers me. And I just feel that. We did it last year a couple of times. It's just not right. We need to be right, get it in the net and do the business. Sorry.
That's the issue. That's the issue, I think, for me, Bridgeman. If once we're there, you need to push that advantage and keep it going. Don't stop. There seems to be a mental block there that we get out. Once we're out of that, I think we're home and dry. It's getting out of there, and that's always been the worry for me. I even said it last season, remember, but that's always been the worry. So, yep, that's where we're at. And I'm the same as you. I'm the same as Fox today. I'm really looking forward to the game. I don't see, if we play right, I don't see anywhere Hibs could bother us at all. I think we've got the speed at the back to cope with anybody. I think we've got the players that can play after each other. We're playing as a team again. The confidence seems to be oozing. So for me, if we go with the right attitude and everything else, and I don't see any way Hibs could do it. But I said the same against Livingston as well. So that's the dilemma I have. That's where my worry is.
All right. Well, we've reached that time of evening. Bridgeman, I'll let you say a few words before we go.
Well, what can I say? I'm really looking forward to this. Everybody said that this could be a tough test for us, and if we go over this, it'll show. We've been to Aberdeen, we've been to a few, as Oxford says, a couple of plastic pitches, and we've played some tough venues. So everybody, every single one is, please keep it going for the Rangers and keep it in your heart today. Get in there and mollocate them. Come on, Rangers.
Can I thank everybody that joined us? Andy Felix, for one and only Cairo, Gary for Hamilton, and of course Big Al for Australia. The two legends, Fox and Bridgeman, and of course Old School Blue for doing the technicals, whatever room he's in. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle, talking about a Rangers victory. Take it away, Old School Blue.
Now we beat the foes in Africa, the Chinks of 212, the Spaniards at Trafalgar and the French at Waterloo. We chased King James and all his gang in the battle of the Fortress by the Glasgow jails were torn. Glory, glory, Glasgow Rangers, glory, glory, Glasgow Rangers. Glasgow Celtic and Brazil and Argentine. We've seen the Leeds United and the sure a mighty team. We've seen the best in Russia from the Volga to the Don.